is an auditioned treble voice choir with 4 professional directors. Many members are music teachers and choir directors, and all of us grew up singing in choir. Most of us are new friends, but some are neighbors. Women who drive 30 to 45 minutes to rehearsals. Some are best friends. Even 2 who went to junior high together. We have sisters, teacher, a mother of her student, and even a mother-daughter. We love that we have a full-time accompanist, Ken Exman. We love that Sherry Cook Cunningham puts together such creative programs for us to present to you. Today, we celebrate women. Our content is not to make a political statement, rather an acknowledgement and thank you to the women who went before us for their strength, their resolve, and their courageous choices. The women we sing about are leaders, innovators, and grandmothers. I think we stand in awe of what they contributed to the lives we lead today. Our first song was the inspiration for our attire, Colorful. And this quote by Laurel Thatcher Ulrich was the inspiration for the song. Well-behaved women seldom make history.
Please Abigail Adams was our nation's first second lady and the second first lady. Abigail did not receive any formal schooling. She was frequently sick as a child, which may have been a factor in her lack of education. But she wrote to her husband, John, while he was in Philadelphia as a delegate in the Continental Congress prior to and during the Revolutionary War. Their letters are filled with intellectual discussions on government and politics. In her letter of March 31st, 1776, she wisely advised him to remember the ladies while he was writing the Code of Law for our new country. She knew that women needed a voice in our country as well as real representation. As we listen to her words of 250 years ago, we are struck by their truth and their power, ringing clear still today.
I go next piece is called Hands Upon the Plow. It's one of my favorites, but I'm directing it, so go figure, right? This is a powerful piece, full of strength and resilience. The composer is Jocelyn Hagan, an excellent, phenomenal composer, and the lyrics were written by the poet Barbara Saxton. Barbara's inspiration came from Alice Paul, who was a suffragette and women's rights activist in the early 1900s. Alice organized and marched for decades. While her plow was not in a field, some of you may think of that, it was, however, in the thick of the mucky, murky mess of prejudice, distrust, and ignorance that women faced as they tried to obtain the most basic rights in democracy. Although we have come a long way, the journey is not yet over. The final lyrics of this piece are a plea for all of us to lift our voices and vote.
Good afternoon. As part of HerStory, we honor the voices of women who have changed the world, sometimes quietly and sometimes at great cost. This next piece, Malala, by Joan Shimko, is inspired by Malala Yousafzai, who risked and nearly lost her life advocating for girls' education. In her Nobel Peace Prize speech, Malala said, "I tell my story not because it is unique, but because it is not. It is the story of many girls." Her story is a reminder that courage doesn't require power or position, just a voice and the willingness to use it. Because in the end, one child, one teacher, one pen, one book can change the world.
La
Most of us, especially Kansans, are familiar with the remarkable life of Amelia Mary Earhart, accomplished aviator born in Atchison, Kansas, who was named after her grandmothers, Amelia Harris and Mary Patton. But you might not know she was also a prolific writer, authoring magazine articles, newspaper columns, essays, and books, many of which chronicled her flying experiences. Our next piece, titled Flying, masterfully sets Earhart's own words to music. Composer Rachel DeVore Fogarty has created soaring choral lines accompanied by a chamber trio in an enchanting piece that lifts the audience into Earhart's intimate view of the night sky.
In 1962, when John Glenn was the first American to launch into space on Friendship 7, that success heavily depended on the exact calculations of the rocket's trajectory. Glenn trusted his life with only one person to confirm by hand the IBM-generated numbers, and that was 44-year-old mathematician named Katherine Johnson. She was the first woman and African-American to join NASA's Space Flight Research Development Division in Langley's Memorial Aeronautical Library. She was born in 1918 in West Virginia at a time and place where social norms were being questioned for both women and Black people. Her father had been denied an education himself, and so worked to arm her with tools that would propel her beyond many challenges. His lesson that you are no better than anybody, but nobody's better than you, gave her the courage to ask questions that some may not have dared to ask, both as a woman and as an African American. One of her favorite questions was, why not? She said she loved numbers and numbers loved her, and in the end, she got to live her dream as a research mathematician. Our next choral piece is the composer's reaction to Katherine Johnson's autobiography entitled Reaching for the Moon. May her story continue to inspire women and men, young and old alike.
women whose names have broken through into our shared musical memory. Hildegard, Clara Schumann are certainly two of these prominent composers or creators. And even these names only begin to hint at the fullness of their voices. With Hildegard in Caritas Abundat, we heard a voice grounded in devotion, yet reaching outward with luminous clarity and creative power. With Clara Schumann, we encounter a voice shaped in a different world, one that questioned itself, even as it created music of unmistakable depth and brilliance. In ist gekommen, we hear that voice in motion, urgent, expressive, and deeply attuned to text and atmosphere. The piano surges forward, the vocal lines carried by a sense of arrival of something inevitable and transformative, rooted in the deep love she had for Robert Schumann. It is music that does not hesitate. It moves, it breathes, it arrives.
Our next piece is Lineage by Kansas City composer Andrea Ramsey. The song reflects on the women who came before us, specifically our grandmothers, and the way their lives, strength, and stories continue through us today. As we sing, you'll see images of our own grandmothers on the screen. This is our way of honoring their legacy, their love, their resilience, and the quiet ways they shaped who we are. We're grateful to share their stories with you through this music.
Next selection has very strong ties to the state of Kansas. The song was originally written as a poem by a pioneer physician, Dr. Brewster Higley, and then music was written by his friend, Mr. Daniel Kelly. Dr. Brewster was a Kansas homesteader. He had originated from Iowa, and then he settled in Smith County, Kansas. Living in a log cabin, his poem talked about life on the prairie as a simple life. He also talked about the nature of the land, about freedom and peace found on the prairie. This poem was titled My Western Home. The people you will see on the screen are Kansas trailblazers that settled in various places throughout the state. The song was eventually renamed and became the Kansas State Song on June 30th, 1947. We hope you will enjoy Home on the Range, arranged by Ben Kendall.
Thank you all for joining us for HerStory, like Her Story, but History, HerStory concert. And throughout this process, we've all enjoyed learning more about some truly amazing women. So in preparation for our final song, I asked the choir to send me people that were their unsung saint. So Dawn and Susan, if you want to raise your hands. Dawn and Susan both shared that their husbands are their unsung saints, while Deborah named her mom, Betty Glynn, as hers. Jenna, where's Jenna? She's back there. Her unsung saints are her grandma Carolyn and abuela Linda, both incredible women with many stories. Kent, our collaborative pianist, said, "Mom is my unsung saint. Her life in Latvia was interrupted by the Russians and German invasion during World War II. They had to travel in groups, sleep in barns, and ask for help and food from farmers. She would sing to the cows and sheep, which would indicate to her brother in the distance that she was still okay." And Ruth is with us today. Ruth, would you like to raise your hand? And then from Sarah Cook. Where's Sarah? Right there. "My unsung saint is Sarissa. the young woman who just happened to drive by when my son collapsed with cardiac arrest 3 years ago. She immediately stopped her car and administered effective CPR, saving his life. And Jonathan is with us too, her son. Jonathan, do you want to raise your hand? And then my unsung saint is Sarah Thacker. Where is Sarah? She created this beautiful video presentation for us today. Sarah not only works full-time, she sings in 4 different choirs, might be 5, I'm not sure, I lost count. But she also makes time to do all of our social media and to create this. Through works like this presentation, you can see how innovative and talented Sarah is, my unsung saint.